one of the programs focuses at building institutional capacity to address climate change, one of which we have established an office for the climate change department, which didn't have any office, but also we are building a knowledge base for information and awareness so as to back up the several actors in climate change. Then the second component focuses mostly on water for production, because the area we are in, the Central Cattle Corridor, is one of the areas very prone to prolonged droughts. And when there are prolonged droughts, there are lots of losses. So we are trying to give water infrastructure so that there is water for both animal and crop production. Then third, we are also looking into adaptation actions that the affected communities can be able to implement. We are looking at actions like, for example, improved coffee production, one of the sensitive crops to climate change. We are looking at pasture improvement. We are looking at use of farmer field schools where farmers are able to learn from each other. Then we are integrating this with research institutions so that we are able to get the best practices that can help the farmers to cope.
In these farmer field schools, we are advocating for climate smart technologies in terms of for livestock and for crops. Like for crops, we are advocating and the use of high yielding, drought resistant varieties of crops. And for livestock, we are adopting measures like forage storage, hay making, and use of improved pastures. First of all, the district officials were sensitized on issues of climate change. Before, things were not coordinated, and if any efforts were made to address climate change, they were haphazard. So there was a sensitization by FAO headquarters of the district leaders, both political and technical. Then later on, there were workshops of mainstreaming climate change, in which the district leaders were trained on how to mainstream climate change in the district development plans, and including the entry points for all the key sectors, for the sector of production and marketing, for the sector of natural resources, for the sector of community development. These key stakeholders are now training people, training the remaining staff at district levels. We know knowledge is power. Now the district leaders of where the GCCA project is operating are fully sensitized, and they know the importance of mainstreaming climate change in district development plan. Once the heads of departments bring out work plans which have climate change practices mainstream, it is approved immediately.
We put in place a climate change policy, and this policy was put together with civil society, government, ministries, sectors, and all stakeholders. What the policy envisions is that there should be implementation of climate change actions across all stakeholders. We are using an integrated approach. So we look at water, but in combination with livelihoods, with agriculture, with household incomes. So you find that all these issues kind of work together in one way or another. So in order to address it better, you must bring them together and address them in one box.